Okay, you sexy bitches, here is your nugget for this week. Now, I was going to sit here and go off on a crazy tangent about nutrition and all the habits that I want you to really start dialing into so you get the most out of this program. But then I realized that would be so overwhelming, especially for the new people who've been joining the program. So instead, I'm going to do in a couple of weeks a wellness and nutrition lifestyle challenge. Of course, because you are already existing clients, you'll get 50% off of that. And then that way I can gradually, weekly build onto better habits instead of just throwing them all at you. And then you have that accountability because I'm with you each week going through them. So stay tuned for that. That will start in October. But until I start that, I do really want to make sure that I'm discussing the importance of nutrition and protein. We all hear it, but here is my 2 bits about protein. We talk a lot about this on the Facebook page. We all are hopefully aware at this point in our lives that we need 1 gram of protein per body weight. If you weigh 130 pounds, you need 130 grams of protein. People go, wow, that's a lot. Is it a lot? Like if you do 2 scoops of whey and water or whatever supplement that you can digest in your stomach, that's 60 grams right there. And then 4 eggs in a meal is almost 30 grams. There's 90 right there. And then there's dinner. For me, it's very easy. I keep meals very, very simple. I barbecue large amounts of food. So when Neil makes 2 huge ribeyes on Friday, I eat the crown and maybe 2 more ounces, which is about 5 ounces on the Friday night, which also then leads me for at least 1, if not 2 more meals of breakfast with a couple of eggs and half an avocado. And by the way, that breakfast is my go-to every single day. Last year or last couple of months ago, I did a nutrition challenge and someone kind of gave us a tip of adding a little bit of dry curd or cottage cheese into those eggs, cooking them on very low to no heat. That's the key to the best eggs on the planet. And wow, that's even better. And then with the cottage cheese, you're getting more protein in that meal. So we all know, hopefully, I'm going to re-emphasize the importance of that first meal. The very first thing you put in your body is protein to keep blood sugars down, to trigger the correct responses we need for your body to react to, so you are getting the most out of your workouts that day, your walks for that day. Your brain is going to function better for that day. You're just going to set everything properly. So it's so important, ladies, that first meal, the first thing you put in your mouth is protein. Does it have to be meat? Of course not. If you are a plant-based vegetarian, absolutely, you can get that 1 gram of protein per body weight in. It is more difficult. You'll have to be more creative, probably cook some more interesting meals. Hopefully they're not too processed along the way. And you probably will also have to supplement specific amino acids that you will be not getting in your meat sources of protein, but it absolutely can be done. Just make sure that you're educating yourself so you're getting the most out of your plant-based diet as well. If you have questions on that, you most certainly can ask me more of these questions on the Facebook page and we can share more information on that as well. That's what that Facebook page is for, right? If you have questions, concerns, you don't know what you're talking about, please reach out to me. And not only am I there to support you, but there are at least 10 women on there that are very much able to answer most of the questions as well. And if I don't like how someone is answering a question, I will absolutely interject. I'm very active on that page because that is where I want you to feel supported and where I can communicate with you. I know I keep talking about it and some of you will never join that page, and I do feel honestly that you are missing out on 50% of what I offer, but you all know what you're doing. You all know what you need to do to get the workouts done. In my opinion, a community is going to be helpful, but that's just me. And that's just another of like about 100 other women that are also on that page. But hey, just so you know, we're on there cheering you on if you need more support or if you have more questions. That's what that page is for. So please, if you're not sure about sources, Sabine was cool enough to say, hey, I even asked AI on protein options. I'll be completely honest, please don't sting me. I'm just getting over that last bite from last week. I keep it simple. I kind of hinted this on the page. It's like, I know that there's really fun recipes and I like to share them too, and I always save them, but I never ever, full disclosure, ever make them. I just like to keep things simple. I enjoy food at its purest form. A nice piece of slowly cooked salmon on a cedar plank barbecue. Like I love that. It's delicious with a nice good side of vegetables, so I get my fiber, whatever carbohydrate. I recommend a sweet potato, baked potato, rice, that sort of thing, or just a big bowl of colorful vegetables. It's a wonderful meal. And if you get the protein in with 30 to 35 grams in each meal, you do that 3 times plus supplementing, you're well over 100 grams of protein. I know some of you weigh more than 130 pounds, I get that, but you, and yeah, I guess it would be more difficult for sure to get more than 130 grams. I use 130 grams just because for many years of my life, that's what I weighed. I'm not 135 pounds anymore. I'm more like 125 pounds. And I know that that's because I'm losing lean mass, which is disappointing, but it is what it is. You know, I'm doing the best I can. We're all doing the best we can. And because I weighed myself for the first time in probably over a decade when I was in Florida, I was like, holy shit, like that's a significant decrease in body in weight. And I don't know for sure. Maybe I've leaned out. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest with you. My clothes fit. I like the way I feel. I know I'm healthy. The number on the scale means absolutely nothing to me. So anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. I do try to keep these at 7 minutes. It's 7 minutes now. Please, let's keep our conversations going. Stay tuned for that nutrition and lifestyle challenge that will start in a few weeks. That really is something that most members keep doing over and over and over for accountability. There's not a lot of new things that I pop at, although I do try. But especially for people who are needing a little bit more accountability when it comes to their habits and need to be dialing in a little bit, maybe leading into the Christmas festivities. Can't believe I'm talking about that because I'm sitting here sweating in September, but life happens really, really fast. So we're just thinking ahead here, getting ahead. Stay tuned for that. And again, if you have any questions or any more suggestions or concerns about how much protein you need to get, how you need to get it, please do not ever hesitate to reach out to us on that community page. Have an awesome day, and let's continue to kick butt in those strength sessions. I am loving what I'm seeing. Good job, ladies.